And we're back.
And we're back.
Okay.
Oh, shit, I lost you. Technical difficulties. There we go. I'm back.
And we're back.
Hi.
You're on a couch. What the fuck's going on? Oh, wait, hold on. Bottle flu.
Yeah, well, you know what happens to the best of us. You know, it's like, what the fuck do we do during the winter?
In Wisconsin, they do it during the summer too, and in the fall and in the spring they drink.
Yeah. But when you're in a cage, you really don't think about, you know, your alcohol consumption because driving cars are easy. Riding motorcycles is hard.
You had
Can
the
be.
you had the magic van out last night, did you?
We did. Here's the fun thing about conversion vans. Uh, 20-year-old girls don't know what they are per se
Mm-hmm.
because they didn't grow up with them because minivans have been a thing and yada yada yada, and they get super excited when they see one, and that is an awkward thing when you have your girlfriend out at the bar and there's 20-something-year-old girls trying to get inside of it. It's like, yeah,
That's dangerous.
that's a test of one's moral self. You know?
20-year-old girls are dangerous nonetheless.
I don't want anything to do with them.
No.
No, they're all crazy.
Fuck, my generation grew up on those vans. When I was in high school, that sucker would have a big stained or a tinted teardrop window in the back, a big Molly Hatchet sticker on the side.
Right.
The guy would probably have a bed in there, a refrigerator, a big beanbag chair, carpet all over the ceiling, and everything, and then probably a little what are those mirror balls, going.
Through the
Yep.
magic of editing, put the picture of my van right here.
Oh, I will. Is it the one where it says free candy?
It doesn't matter. I have
Yeah.
multiple on the internet.
Yeah, I know. You're
Oh,
so well, let's see now. It's still the morning there. It's, about 10 o'clock in the morning now.
yeah, on Sunday. Normally we do this on Saturday, but I was getting my bike running last night or yesterday in the morning, whatever day it was. So we didn't do it. Now we're doing it on Sunday morning, and this is what I look like on Sunday mornings.
Well, I've seen you look worse.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I didn't get puked on.
Well, always a plus.
Always a plus.
Always. So what else is going on? You happen to watch that Zelensky Trump thing going on there?
No, I haven't. I'm sure, yeah, somebody's mad and they're mad and nobody cares. I don't fucking care.
Well, it's humorous to watch nonetheless. I mean, that's all I can say. It's just more made for bullshit to keep the masses occupied and looking one way while they're doing one thing the other way. I mean, it's been that way for decades. I'm not going to change it. You're not going to change it.
You could change it. What would you do?
If I could change it,
Yeah.
well, pick one. Like what? Here's one
Magic
thing.
wand takes president of the world for the day. What would you do?
If it was just one thing, I would make it so every politician had to answer the fucking question. That's it, right there. Just answer it. They had to answer it honestly. They had to answer the question. Because I'm tired of the filibustering and we'll get back around to that. I mean, shit, we're still waiting for Jen Psaki to come back around with all that years of bullshit that she had there. We'll circle back around to that. We'll circle back around to that. We never circled back around.
You know what I would do?
What's that?
I would get every world leader in the world.
A motorcycle.
No.
Oh.
I would get all the presidents, dictators, you name it. I don't fucking care. Get them all in a room. And then I'd get them sauced to the gills. And then I'd scream, now we're drinking. And then I'll say, what the fuck do you really want to do? Because that's how you really fucking can tell what somebody really wants to do. You take down all the barriers. You take away all the bullshit. You get sauced to the gills. You start singing karaoke. Everybody becomes a country and western star at the end of the day. Then you say, hey, what are your real goals? What are your real plans?
Well, you raise a good point. I mean, like nobody like really gets to their own truth until they've reached that point of fuck it where they're tired of it. They got no choice left. That they got nothing. It's like whatever,
Yeah.
fucking do it to me. You already did it. Whatever.
Yeah.
And there's a certain purity in that if you think about it. Because if you fucking survive it, it's cathartic. And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And brother, we both
Oh.
we both have had shit in our lives that should have killed us, but we're stronger because of it.
Well, that's just the thing. You know, when you do this whole biker shit, you really get to know people.
Mm,
It's it's not hour 1, it's hour 6 on the road.
yeah,
It's not the first beer, it's the 12th.
yeah.
That's what wakes people up. Oh shit.
Did you
I didn't
lose
hit
me?
okay. Did it record?
Says recording.
Good. Maybe I just came into it. I don't know.
You
We'll
didn't
figure it
pull. You
out.
didn't pull a me. A
Jesus
Father's Day
Christ.
me. Remember getting back to that one? We did a whole Father's Day episode, which was fucking awesome, and I never recorded it, and we could never get
Yeah.
it back.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But you're right. It's in that final hour, right? That 2 o'clock in the morning, and you're in the pouring rain, and you got that extra 20 miles to go, and you're wet, you're cold, tired. You need a cigarette.
Well, and you also got the boys that they're all about it until they do it.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
I do.
The other day I'm sitting down here and I was talking about, I'm just gonna soft brag about the fact I got my Softail running
Sounded
because
real good.
because the Rev Tech 6-speed that I had in my Softail uh ate all the shit.
Well, you helped
Because
it along.
apparently, huh?
You helped it along.
Well, fair, but at the same time, apparently RevTech's been, bought and sold like 3 times. A Chinese company owns them and they're made out of paper mache now.
That
So I
one.
just put a
Hmm.
stock 6-speed or a stock 5-speed in it. And that 5-speed had 13,000 miles. And one of the boys, they asked me, they say, hey, what year was it? A 98. And they were like, with that low of miles, was he like storing it or something like that? Oh no. Most guys talk shit like they fucking ride, but 1,000 miles in a year is fucking really good for them.
Hmm. So true.
If I don't put 10 on in a year, I feel like I didn't do shit.
Right? Right? Yeah.
And that gets to the point, it's like how many guys wear the stupid ass fucking what do they call those things? Or it's like a bandana, but it's not, and it just ties to your fucking head.
Do rag.
A do rag. I thought that's what black dudes wear. Comment below. I don't know. Shout
Hey,
out to Big
and you
Bone.
know what? And they do. They do comment below and give us information. They
Good.
do. So we thank you.
Appreciate it. But yeah, you wear the fucking, gas station do rags that say Harley Davidson. They live to ride and ride to live. But they
Yeah.
wear that shit when they're driving around in their trucks.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's their biker lifestyle, I guess. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there that want to do it superficially. But we,
Yeah.
we we've seen it before we ever got into the whole club thing, which changed us. But the whole club thing where we found our people, right?
Mm.
Think about it. I mean, somebody put a ride out there, you get in your social group and it's like, we're gonna do this on this date. You're thinking, okay, this is 6 weeks out, man. We're planning here. We're gonna get so many people on this ride.
Apple
So
juice.
oh, then 4 weeks out, got all these people. Yeah, I'm going to do it. And then 4 weeks out, it's like, well, and then the week before, well, I don't know. The weather's looking okay. And then the day before, it's like 3 guys, and then the day of, it's 2. That's just typical. There's guys that they want to wash their bike, keep it in their garage, start it up for their friends while they're sitting around in the garage with beers in their hands, and then there's guys that wash it at the beginning of the season, wash it at the end of the season, keep the oil in it, keep it maintained, and ride the fuck out of it.
Well, if it was easy, everybody do it.
If it was easy, everybody would do it. It's not. That's what happens, and you hit on it earlier. There's what we can tell the guys that are really into it, not by what they say, by what they do.
Exactly. If you want it, you'll have it.
Right. And here's the other thing too. If you think you're going to get a good deal because you found a 2005 Ultra, oh, it's in mint condition and it's only got this many miles on it. It's like,
Extra speakers.
yeah, it's like, yeah, have you counted the years that thing's been around? How old are those tires? Gee, how are those rubber seals? When's the last time I had a top end rebuild? Doesn't matter how many miles on it sometimes. It matters how it's been stored. What's the age on it?
Well, it's
Motorcycles are made to be ridden,
that's every mechanical device. If you
made to
don't
be
use it,
used.
it fucking
Yeah.
it starts to degrade because they were made to be driven, rode, whatever. But what cracks me up is these fucking dudes that fucking retire and decide I'm gonna get me a motorcycle because I'm gonna relive a rebel youth I never had.
Oh yeah.
And then they're the brother guys that
Yeah.
you run into at the bar. Hey,
That's
brother. I'm like, calm down with that, buddy.
yeah.
But, it's the guys that get fucking six Bud Lights deep and fucking crash their shit in fucking traffic that fucking drive me nuts.
Or
Because
decide to do a patch out and almost lose it or lose it.
yep,
We're gonna do a burnout. Watch this. Oh, I'm watching.
I'm gonna get my bike washed by the bikini girls, and that'll be super cool. And I'll post that on my Facebook page because I need to let everybody know how hardcore I am.
Yeah. Meanwhile, keep in mind that bikini girl usually doesn't have a brain in her head, and she doesn't think about little things like how clean that rag stays. And gee, is it picking up sand or a little bit of gravel along the way because she was, just dropped it in the parking lot. There's a lot of
Yeah,
things.
that rag's been dropped on the ground three fucking times. So
Yeah, it's gonna scrape your paint job.
yep,
I ask you this: you're going to buy a used motorcycle. Who are you going to feel better about buying it? That guy that's got fucking grease underneath his fingernails and he can tell you all about the bike and all the different repairs and what it needs, what's been done to it. When's the last time it's oil changed? Or that motherfucker is standing there with the fucking shiny ass fucking studded jeans. You know the guy, the rub standing in the garage. It's only I've only ridden it this many miles. Which one do you feel more comfortable buying from?
me personally, I don't give a shit because chances are, if the guy's got grease under his fingernails, he beat the dog piss out of that bike, and the guy with studded jeans didn't ride it at all, and I can make the repairs
Yeah, and
because
a
I'm
lot of
not going to trust the fact that he did them.
well, in the
And
studded
chances
jeans,
are, he took it to a fucking shop to
right?
get the maintenance done, paid out the ass and oil changes and whatever, and that thing's fucking basically brand fucking new.
Basically, yeah.
Let's be honest, rubs keep us in business, man. I can't afford a new bike.
Harley figured that out a long time ago, man.
Fuck yeah. Let the doctors and lawyers pay that fucking sticker fee.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll take it over when you're done trying to be cool.
yeah. I know. I, oh God. Well, they give us a lot of humor, right? I mean,
I love them.
but for those of you people who wonder, like, if you go up and you're at some bike night, right, and you happen to go and try to make small talk with some club guy, and you say something you think is cool, but it turns out the club guy's heard it 100 times. It can see right through you. Like, don't be surprised when you see him roll his eyes. Don't be surprised when you see this pained expression on their faces. They nicely say thank you.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that.
Nothing like being out on the bike, is it, brother? Yeah, no, yep. We're living the goddamn dream. What do you want me to tell you, man? Yep, I hear you. Here we are.
Yeah, it's like you look like this on bike night and on the errant Saturday or Sunday where the weather's good. Like I look like this every day.
Well, that's just it. I mean, you never turn it off.
No, no.
If you're about it, you're about it. If you're not, you're not. And that's fine. You could be
Yeah.
whoever you want to be, and that's fine. It's not a competition, but God damn it, don't pretend to be something you're not.
Well, there's plenty of them out there, that's for sure.
It's kind of like you see the younger generation trying to come up.
Mm,
And They don't understand that when we were going through the phases of trying to be somebody, we didn't have Instagram and Facebook and social media.
You or I were on Metric, for crying out loud.
Right. If you wanted to know what it was like in the scene, you had to go to the scene.
Mm,
And you had to hang out with motherfuckers, not like, comment, and subscribe. You
yeah,
had to actually go out and see these motherfuckers.
yeah, yeah.
Nowadays, everybody's posting everything on fucking social media, and guys will go out like they know shit because, well, I saw it on Facebook. Yeah, well, it's different, dude. It's now you're in it, so welcome.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you don't know shit about shit. You don't know not to buy the fucking pork from that one guy at that one fucking bike night because it may or may not be undercooked a little bit. And then you're going to wake up in the morning with diarrhea because that guy fucking didn't expect so many people to show up, and you may or may not have ringworm.
You, yeah, a lot of discernment that's involved, that's for sure. Yeah, I am glad I missed that one.
Yeah, well, shit happens. Apple juice.
Apple juice.
Hair of the dog, apple juice.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
So how's Florida?
It's Florida. It's going to be 80 today. You can see the sun coming through in the back, I mean, it's not trying to kill me today, but the coyotes were out last night. We heard them real close to the house, yipping and yapping. And you've been to where I live. It's not like I live in an uncongested area. I mean,
No.
it's just I happen to have like a little bit of wilderness pathways around me, and my backyard smack dab in the middle of it. So, that's that. I
You
know when
got
they're out there.
coyotes and alligators.
Coyotes, alligators. Last week, in broad daylight at like 11 o'clock in the morning, there was a bobcat that was walking right up the main drag. Just, walking up, just a bobcat. Hello, how you doing? They said it was looked like to be about 50, 60 pounds.
Wow.
We got 4 foot tall birds that eat snakes. I've got a video of it right in my backyard. We have snakes that drop down out and drop out of the trees and drop right down on top of my air conditioning unit while we were standing there. Just 5 foot snake, boom. Hey, how you doing? You learn to live with it, brother.
It's 25 right now.
Well, that's better than what it was. And I think yesterday it was like in the mid 50s there, wasn't it?
Nope. It never got past it was 29.
Well, I saw idiots ride on their bikes.
Oh no, we're losing our shit up here. I mean, I went and fucking took a spin on my bike, and I
Yeah.
mean, I just now started getting warm because it was like 29.
No, I remember, brother. I mean, I haven't been down here this long. I mean,
No, I know.
I remember shit one time in February. Shit, we had a week. It got to about 80 degrees up there. Do you remember that?
Oh shit, I remember it was 2000 and shit,
14, maybe 13.
17, 16, 17. Yeah, we rode to Milwaukee. It was like in the 60s.
Yeah.
That was a good time for Mama Tried.
Oh, okay. I remember one day it was like 30 and sunny and beautiful, no wind, and I went out with my son-in-law. We said, "You want to take a ride?" Sure. So we're out near like Orfordville, and all of a sudden this fucking snow squall comes along, and now we're in second gear using our feet as skis, having to ride the 15 miles back home again.
Right.
Laughing like idiots. I mean, yeah, did it suck? Was it scary? Well, sure, but goddamn, what a story, man. It was fun.
And that's what makes a dude, man. I mean, trying to talk to people, it's like you see all the shit on fucking Instagram and the Facebooks and TikToks and all the bullshit. It's like, man, until you're out there in the fucking cold and you're fucking swinging legs over bikes when you shouldn't be, that's what makes a story. That's what makes you a biker. It's not how cool your bike looks when it's sitting in the garage. It's not how cool you are on Instagram. It's how cool you are in the real world.
And trust me, I would much rather be on a ride that's like 85 degrees and sunny.
Well, yeah, that's ideal.
But you're right, it doesn't tell the good. When those days happen with us, you recall, then we'll have somebody like die, or something. You know, like
Yeah.
somebody suicide right in front of us on one of our rides, or somebody else would break a leg or a hip. Well, it was a hip last year.
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. Because they didn't
Hmm.
do the fucking shitty rides, and
Yeah, that's exactly it, isn't it?
yep,
I mean,
they get all full of piss and vinegar and fucking. It's nice out. I'm gonna fucking ride hardcore, and then they don't know how to ride hardcore because they haven't ridden hardcore, and then they eat shit, and then you're like, ah, told you.
a couple of years back, they were probates at the time. Good brothers, trust me, good brothers. But I remember we were going up down Center Ave, getting ready towards the Pheasant Ranch, and you know how oh, all the road is just so thrashed through there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm riding along, and I got caught up in one of the edge traps, and it took me 40, 50 feet to get out of it. And I just kicked a hip and got back out again and kicked up a few rocks. We got to wherever, and one of them came up to me and said, "Oh man, I thought we are gonna lose you back there." Like, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Oh, when that happened," I'm like, "Okay." I mean, you reach that point where you become inured to it, right? I mean, the
It,
gravel's it's body, it's muscle memory, man. What to do when the shit hits the fan, and if you ride long enough, you know instinctively what to do, and so it's less of an issue.
well, there's no faking this.
No,
It's you 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 learn how to do it by doing it. I mean, there's no cheat code. There's no YouTube video you can watch. There's
you
no,
you
you got
just
to
said it
do
right
it.
there. There's no cheat code to this. No, you're right.
No. It's like, say you go to another club's motorcycle fucking event last night, per se, and you have one or two, three, four, five drinks, and you're driving home on a backcountry road and trying to avoid the cops because you may or may not be under the influence, and you make it back. That's the story. You did it. You got away with it. That's the story. And
Mm.
until you do that, you're just pretending. We do not condone any sort of illegal behavior, but however, you may or may not want to consider yourself baptized until you do so
Yeah,
for legal reasons.
for allegedly, yeah, for legal reasons.
Allegedly.
You're right, man. Though there is no cheat code. There's no cheat code. There's no cheat code to join in a motorcycle club.
Oh, there's no cheat code for being a fucking motorcycle rider either. Like,
No.
you're out there, man.
Oh, I
It's you're mixing it up with the normies.
if we were to sit here and to go back and forth and exchange stories about how we've been riding together, and one of us has hit into some sort of shit or something, and shit, I still think you're climbing out of that goddamn pothole that we hit in North Milwaukee when we were bringing your
Jesus
heads up.
Christ.
Remember that?
Yes.
I mean, my
It's
God, I mean that thing that you lost your whole front end into that. You pop back up. I was surprised.
I mean, it's like, it's shit like that, and that's we'll remember that we'll remember that till the day we die.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I fell into the fucking trench that's in the middle of the fucking ocean. That's the deepest point on planet Earth in Milwaukee in a pothole because that's what it looked like. It's like, Jesus Christ. I didn't
Yeah.
even know the ground went that deep. Fuck.
Yeah. So many stories like that, but you just, you get over it, right? You learn.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, if you're going to be a man at night, you got to be a man in the morning. Meaning, all this shit that we have been through, that's what made us who we are.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what patch you wear. If you wear a patch, you don't wear a patch, it doesn't fucking matter. If you're a dude on a bike going through it, you're okay. You're the guy. There's no validation. That whole biker code thing is fucking bullshit.
The biker code. Yeah. I
You know
know
what I mean?
it
Yeah.
it's so subjective. Fucking, I mean, when it all boils down to it, if you remember, Gopher said it best. He really did. At the end of podcast number 8 or 9 or something, when we used to ask people, "What's your words of advice?" Remember that?
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a douchebag, he said.
Oh, don't be a douchebag.
Don't be a douchebag. And and he's right. That's really what
Yeah.
it boils down to, man. Everybody's journey is different.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's in this biker shit for different things. It's just when you try to be something that you're not, you're easily found out. I mean, we look at those bike nights, and yeah, we'll laugh about it sometimes, but like, we can tell exactly what type of biker the guy is by just watching him get off and on his motorcycle.
Oh yeah.
You can see it. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm glad somebody has found their way to motorcycles. I just hope it's the right guy.
Well, we're all on our separate journey. It
Right.
doesn't matter if you've had, you know, 100,000 miles on your fucking bike or you got 1,000.
Yeah.
It's what did you do on those miles?
Yeah.
I mean, if you take it easy and you're responsible and you work out and you wake up at 5 a.m. and you fucking go to the gym and then you eat your fucking AG1 and all that bullshit, good for you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
hey, man, I can't argue that. However, if you're hungover on a Sunday morning sitting on a couch at a fucking clubhouse because, you got to do a podcast because you got to knock one of these things out every fucking week now, apparently,
We can miss a few.
there's that too. We're both on different journeys. I don't know what it's like fucking taking medication and making sure I'm super healthy, and you don't know what it's like being a fucking scumbag and trying to fucking suffer through it. So why don't we learn from each other?
I know you ain't talking about me directly.
No,
No, no. Fuck.
that's all right. I got to go pick up pills after this, and because apparently I have high blood pressure, and the doctors are super fucking mad at me. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Relative to what? Compared to what?
Compared to what?
But getting back to what just a point, just a quick point. Like, there are people that should not ride motorcycles, that have tried to. They've gone through the classes, but they've gotten their license and they should not be on two wheels.
Well, that's true too. I had an ex-girlfriend that had a motorcycle license.
Mm-hmm.
Never ridden a motorcycle on the road. Did one of those courses at like a technical college or whatever.
Yep.
Couldn't even fucking tell you how to fucking put a bike into gear.
Oh my God. And she got the M endorsement, right?
Got the M endorsement.
Yep. Yep. When I finally was forced by the Rock County Sheriffs to get my M endorsement, apparently 3 times is too long on a learner's permit over a certain amount of time. They get a little
Yeah.
weird about that. But
Well, they do.
there was a guy in the class, right? Now, I did the Rider's Edge thing out there in Monroe. And this motherfucker, like, if he could fail it and get by it, like if he can get a D and pass, he got the D. Like, I when he finally, like, oh my God, we just watched this guy through the whole thing, and he couldn't. God bless him, but he could not operate that motorcycle to save his life. But he got his M endorsement, and I remember saying to him, man, like, I want to stay in touch with you. Oh, cool, cool. I'm like, no, I want to know, like, when you're riding and where that is. So I don't go there. Like, he was that bad. And I
What are
hope
you gonna do?
I hope he lost heart. I really do, for his sake.
Well, I mean, it the shit is dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
It's like motorcycles and the lifestyle or whatever. It's dangerous because when you're on a bike, you're kind of
Exposed.
exposed to the world. You're
Yeah.
exposed to every other retard on planet Earth.
Yeah.
And you got to trust that the other person fucking that's coming at you will obey the laws of the road. That yellow line is just a line. There ain't no barrier to fucking stop them from
That,
impeding in your path.
that's right. Or watching the road because they got a phone in their hand and they're texting, and they got a computer screen in the car now that tells them all sorts of shit.
Well, like I tell the guys, it's like you could be as hardcore as you want. You could be the best writer ever. And a 17-year-old girl that's trying to make the best Snapchat ever saying hashtag bless could take you out because she's not paying attention because the sunlight is hitting her face in a certain way and the filter is working awesome.
True enough. True enough. You just have to assume everybody out there on the road is trying to kill you.
And that's why we do what we do because it's fun and it's dangerous and it's cool to be a guy like us.
Okay. Sure.
I'm hungover.
Yeah, yeah, you are.
I had fucking quick trip food for lunch or for breakfast today.
Well, that's quick trip food isn't bad.
It's not bad. It's gas station food. It's fine. Been watching a lot of Dave Portnoy fucking do pizza reviews.
He was down in this area last year.
Yep. Yep.
Yep, doing a lot of the pizza places around here.
I'll give it a 7.9.
there
Nobody fucking cares, dude. Uh
is
Best
a
pizzas, Jim's.
there is a really good pizza place around here
Yeah, what do you got?
called San Remo's.
San Remo? What do you give it?
I'll give it a 9 out of 10, man.
Oh shit, a 9
It,
out of 10. That's a
it's
pretty
it,
high score.
it's a little hole in the wall. It's not big. Been there for a long time. As long as we've been going there, it's the same fucking waitress that's waited us on us every time. Owner says hi when we walk in the door. The pizza's thin, it's big, it's good, like a New York
So you
style.
like it thin and with the crusty fucking crust?
I don't
Like
mind a
the
little,
snap, the crunch?
yeah, yeah.
Me too.
A little bit of sausage, a little pepperoni, some cheese, not too much. Hey, they're in a shitty part of town, and we know we can go over there right after the lunch rush, and we've sat at the same table every time I've been there. I mean, it's a cool place, good pie.
It's like I tell people, like,
Shout out to Amy.
shout out to Amy,
That's our waitress.
best waitress ever. Like I tell people, like, you gotta go to Willowdale. Their pizza's fucking amazing.
I've never had their pizza there.
I'm
Huh.
telling you, it's fucking good. They got a thin crust. It's got that fucking that crust. It's got that good undercarriage where it's all fucking crispy and it's not overdone. It's fucking delicious.
That's what, and they're right at the end of our street. I mean, like
And they got the
4 miles
like
away. But
like they got the real Italian sausage.
mm.
Not that fucking hamburger bullshit that fucking Pizza Hut puts on it, but like real Italian sausage. It's fucking good.
I don't like Pizza Hut, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Domino's,
No.
Little Caesars. Well,
However, Jim's is good too. You
Jim's is
know, and
very
that's
good.
fucking it's greasy as fuck. I mean, you'll get a pizza hangover from that shit. I mean, but it's good.
It's got a sweet sauce.
It's got that sweet sauce. Put a little
And
sugar in that. It's
you can
good.
also get one that's like 40 inches around too.
Well, exactly. And if there's an old Italian woman with a mustache working in the fucking kitchen, you know
Diameter, I
it's gonna be
mean.
good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
just pick the hair out of your teeth, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, Jim's Pizza's good. Here we are talking food again, so we must have run out of shit to talk about.
I don't know. We're just talking. This episode's gonna be called like I'm hungover or something like that because I don't know what to talk about because
Well, so we're back to our roots. Like, didn't this whole thing start out like basically phone conversations turned to video conversations, and then we
pretty
started
much.
recording them? I mean,
Yeah, everybody's like, you guys are authentic. I'm like, yeah, I guess we are.
we, you think about it now, we've been talking to each other no less than once a week for over 10 years.
Yep,
What are you going to expect, right? I mean, it just is what it is.
yep.
It's funny though when we're in public or we're in a group together or something, we can just go right into podcast mode. It's very easy
Pretty
to do.
much.
Pretty much. Remember how this shit used to stress us?
Oh, I know. Like, oh, what are we gonna talk about? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, we'd feel drained right at the end of it, like trying to make content. Oh God, we did that marathon session there, 5 hours or whatever.
Oh, during a like an open house or whatever.
We had the big party for like
Yeah,
a podcast appreciation night at the clubhouse.
I think I pulled a gun on a rat. Like
Ah,
not like a snitch, but like an actual like rodent.
yeah. Murray the rat. He's pretty cool. He's
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 all
he's,
right.
he's not bad. He takes care of like the errant food that gets around in the kitchen, you know.
He eats Mio snacks, and they put out traps, but so far Murray has evaded them.
I remember Gopher and Oli got so stoned before they came on,
Yeah.
and we they were like gigging on a fly that was on the table. You remember that?
Yep.
They're in the middle of an interview and they're both like gigging on this fly. Like, I mean, it's not like you're gonna see a lot of content if you watch those 5 episodes, but they are a good time. I just remember
Sure.
being pretty tired at the end of it.
Oh yeah. Hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh, this is a first. Here we go. Now
Keep it all in.
we've yeah. Keeping it real. It's what they like about us, right? Yeah.
I mean, everybody's like, you guys are authentic, yada yada yada. Are we?
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't have to take a dump. Jesus.
It'd be easier.
Well, we've been called legendary now. That's the new one. The legendary Tank and Dirty, or Dirty and Tank.
World famous.
Well, apparently, yeah, we are. Yeah, who knew?
I don't know. Am I taking the first piss on a fucking podcast?
I think so. This is a first, definitely.
Nice.
We've had some firsts we don't want to talk about.
Oh yeah, there's a few podcasts we had to fucking
Yeah.
delete because I may or may not have started wars, but you're gonna
Oh,
have that with these bigger jobs.
yeah. There's also a podcast that had a special guest. Um, and I'm
Oh, the
gonna,
one that shouldn't be mentioned type
I,
deal. Yeah.
yeah, I'm going to leave that. But that the one we're not mentioning wasn't the special guest. There was another special guest that was present throughout the entire podcast as well.
What?
We'll just leave it there. I'm not going to allude to anything else, man. But if you look down, like it's in camera view, if you can see, it's about that big.
How big?
Oh, about that big. It's in a little like jar type thingy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nonetheless. Anyway.
Nonetheless. All right, let's go back to the couch.
This is like Cribs, man. MTV Cribs, only it's BIC Cribs.
Yeah. Here's where I keep my cigarettes. It's right here. Yeah. Crystal.
Just don't go
Anyways,
downstairs and show them the chop shop and the porno studio we got going on,
worst fucking episodes of SOA ever.
Oh, and when they had the bleachers and they were all clapping and stuff. I mean, think about it. I mean, God, we'd have more guys at the clubhouse if we had something like that going on at the basement, trust me.
This isn't as cool as they fucking let it on to believe, huh?
No, definitely not. But that show is always good for a giggle. It really is. It's black comedy at its best.
I'll be honest with you, I haven't watched a whole lot of it, but it is what it is. Uh
It's pretty funny shit.
it
Almost
is
right up
funny.
there with Gangland. No. What was the one? The Laughing Devils.
Huh?
The Laughing Devils. Out
On
of
Discovery.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was some good stuff. That
Oh my
was that.
god, I laughed so hard at the Laughing Devils.
I sure did too, man. I
I
mean,
wonder what they're doing these days.
uh, I don't think they're doing any biker shit organized.
Fuck, we should reach out.
Okay, I'll try to. What the hell?
Fucking reach out. Let's fucking get them on the podcast, man. Maybe they got some really cool shit they can talk about.
Yeah, I'll I got that time. I'll reach out. I'll try to find somebody.
Fuck
We need
them.
we need a guest like that, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And a long-standing concern, would the people from Fleshlight please return our phone calls? Please return our emails.
I mean, look, we're here. I mean, it wouldn't take much to sponsor us. I mean,
And we're not looking
$10
for a handout. Anyway.
into Windows, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Jesus. Well, huh?
Hey, we're doing it.
We're doing it, that's for sure. Got the bunch of pictures there behind. Where's the one with you right off the bike when you were probate?
It's over there.
Yeah, that's a great photo, man.
You know.
Yeah, the hair up, the eyes all open. I mean, talk about a real photo, right?
Well, I was having a day that day.
That'll happen if you probate right.
I mean, when you're told, hey, we're going to go for a ride and we're going to Iowa. Okay, cool. And then you come back the next day and you haven't slept for fucking over 24 hours. And yeah, you end up taking weird pictures.
Well, you were trying to be patched member of probate, laying on a solid floor. You didn't have a fucking pillow, from what I understand.
Oh, I had one, but somebody fucking stole it.
Having to fight for your vest every step of the
Mm-hmm.
way. So that's why you didn't get any sleep, just to add some context to that.
Yeah, nothing like getting woken up on a floor by somebody trying to rip your fucking probate vest off.
Yeah, you went that way, and I went to one of the largest one percenter events I've ever been to in my life at that point in time. Yeah,
Yeah,
they split us off in packs of 70. There must have been 500 of us, man, owning them streets, just zero fucks given.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Some guy with a 401k can fucking buy a fucking new Harley at the dealership and call his brother at the fucking next bike night.
You ever see the video of the guy who buys the Sportster and his
Oh,
friends are giving him
yeah.
shit? The one when he it's like,
Yep.
do you not? He's like, oh yeah, I got my jacket and stuff. They're like, well,
They
do you know how
set
to
me
fight?
up.
They say, yeah, do you know how to fight? Can you use a pool cue? I mean,
Yeah.
oh, and we all know that guy.
Oh,
But
yeah.
sometimes that guy can continue the journey and take that enthusiasm. And if he's into it that much and he wants to continue to ride and he's got some fucking nuts, he'll join a club eventually.
Well, we all start out somewhere.
You have to.
Yeah.
It's just that I was like not even 10 years old when I had ridden a motorcycle for the first time.
Yeah. I was, yeah. I mean, everybody's journey's different.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, really, all you have to do to be considered one of the group is fucking do it. It don't matter. Doesn't matter what you ride. It doesn't matter what the fuck you do. It's just be involved.
Yeah. And for those coming in new to the scene, go to your local bike night, man. Just go to your local bike night. It's a good time. You'll get everybody on their best behavior there. Like I
Not
can't.
only that, but fucking ride together, man.
Mm.
I mean, none of us got into this shit to fucking, be a badass. We just wanted to look cool. Just go look cool.
Yeah,
Fucking go places, do things. Fuck it, who cares?
I like riding in a pack.
I mean, you watch these videos on fucking YouTubes or whatever, and there's fucking these guys that they do these stage videos where they're in the desert and yada yada yada, and it's like, oh man, we slept all night. Motherfucker, you're 20 minutes from your fucking house.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah. And some rigid,
Yeah,
rigid frame that they, yeah. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh no, no, no. You're only hardcore if you ride a fucking panhead or a knuckle and yada yada yada. And it's like, dude, you gotta work on it 6 times just to ride it once.
Yeah.
Because they're old hunks of shit. They're from the fucking time when shit wasn't cast well. Fuck you.
Well, there is that vintage ride that happens across America every year.
Which one?
I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, it's all vintage stuff, like all back in 60s, 50s, 40s, 30s. Like I think the oldest bike I think is like from 65 or something. It's like shovel heads about as far as they go, and that's usually the early ones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you see those dudes that like ride across the country and it'd be like, how long did it take you? 2 weeks. You got 2 weeks off of work, dude? How the fuck you do that?
Yeah, I wonder about those guys. There are those guys that do that though. They'll take the summer off, right, and then ride around America. Doesn't sound like a half bad idea.
Well, yeah, if you're retired.
And have money because like unless you're sleeping in the tent, you got to get a hotel room every night. That's like
Right.
fucking expensive.
And not only that, but like, who, who's funding this?
Mm.
Like it costs money. Gas is expensive, you know?
You know, what's nice for us though is that we've made relationships with other guys and clubs and in this world that pretty much if we really were stuck on a road somewhere, we'd probably be able to make a phone call and find somebody within a reasonable distance to be able to help us out or to put us up.
Well, and that's kind of how this all fucking began.
Yeah.
That's why clubs had multiple chapters and multiple houses all over the state so they could fucking stay with their brothers instead of staying in a hotel, and they had friends and yada yada yada, because really it's all about people.
Mm, very true.
You got to have that relationship. Maybe a different patch, but still a brother.
Many guys I know with different patches on their back that I call brother.
You know how it is.
I do.
Different mother, but same brother.
Yeah. Yeah. True enough, man.
Yep.
You meet people in this life that resonate, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, how long have we been going on?
Uh, oh shit. Probably 50 minutes or so, close to an hour.
All right. Well, I
That's
got I got to meet people next door at Friendly's because never a day off.
yeah. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, I know. Anyways,
So let's wrap this bullshit up then.
yeah, let's wrap this up.
Just to remind everybody, I know we talk about the lifestyle and we're I wouldn't say harsh critics, but well, we can be. And yeah, you know, we talk a lot about the differences between people and their biker lifestyles, and we're not throwing shade on anybody that rides that 1,200 miles a year, man. I'm glad you're on the bike and you're riding it. But just remember, we're different. That's all.
Well,
We're a
ain't nobody
different breed.
special.
Just like there's guys that are way more hardcore than we are for crying out loud.
Oh God, yes.
God, yes. I mean, and I've seen them. I know them. I don't. That's not me.
I mean, I could tell you a story about a guy that he he left Wisconsin and may or may not ingested a bunch of fungus that may or may not have gave him certain results and ended up in Florida and didn't remember how he got there.
Yeah, well, that will happen.
That shit's real, man. Like guys are still doing that.
Oh yeah.
And don't feel bad if you're not that dude because fucking A, man. You don't want to be that dude sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot more to being that dude that's not very appealing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's what makes this it a good story to tell. And fuck when he gets to tell that story.
Well, here's the thing. It's not about trying to fucking, it's like I said, it's not a competition.
No,
Your story is your story. Fucking live your life, man. You only get one. You might as well fucking have fun doing it.
but just be true to who you are.
Right. Don't pretend. Don't lie. Don't fucking act like you're somebody you're not. Just fucking do it.
If you're a rub, you're a rub.
Yes. If you like to buy fucking jeans at the buckle with fucking designs on the fucking butt, you know what? That's you. Cool.
Well,
Be that guy.
we know where a lot of them are right now. They're in Daytona, Florida.
Huh?
They're in Daytona Beach, Florida right now.
Oh, yeah. Daytona's going on right now, ain't it?
Yep, yep. You remember that little party, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Got a
Oh, I
pretty
got
good
stories
got
to
a pretty
tell
good
too, but
got a
I
pretty
won't
good
tell them online.
we have a pretty good video and of us breaking several laws. Riding to the hospital to the emergency room in Daytona, if I recall. Allegedly. No, no, we can't say allegedly. There's a video of it.
I'll still deny it.
Yeah, well, right.
That wasn't me.
Easier to tell it was you than it was me, man. I was the guy with the camera. Anyway, it was a fun ride. All right, brother. Well, sorry it's 25. Hope it warms up. Glad you got the soft tail running. Now you can get the Road King running.
Yep. I'm kind of curious. Should I do like a like a video on putting that together? Like a how-to or something like that?
Then just speed it up. So,
Yeah, well, obviously we're gonna do some time lapse shit, but because nobody wants to watch hours and hours of me fucking getting mad and throwing wrenches at the wall.
might be entertaining. But no, we've been talking about doing something like that for years.
Yeah,
We got the tripod. Shit, set up a stationary camera and do it.
maybe we should fucking interview people and like talk about like what they did to their bikes and do like a whole like thing where we're they can kind of go over their bike and why they did what they did and how it makes them feel and all that bullshit.
You think Brother Chola would be up for us to get a little insider into his garage and his machines?
Jesus Christ,
If there's a guy that'd love to show his,
there's a guy.
it's him. Yeah, work on him, brother. Work on him.
Well, you know,
Tell me, he doesn't even have to be on camera. We just need his voice and his motorcycle and his cycles in his garage.
I gotta bribe him with fucking dino nuggets.
We can buy him a new shirt.
It's got to be a Dixon.
Well, of course, we'll get him a Dixon flannel. We'll chip in and get him a special one for him. We'd have to probably find and have him make one special because he owns all the other ones.
So the old lady, my girlfriend, who's not old by any stretch of the imagination, I would never call her such, but
She'd kick your ass.
yeah, probably. She sent me a video where a guy made chicken parm out of dino nuggets. I
Wow.
think we're going to do that for Brother Cholo for St. Patty's Day because he doesn't eat corned beef because he's Mexican and he apparently doesn't like it. So we're going to make him chicken parm out of dino nuggets because we know that he'll tear up some dino nuggets.
Chicken Oscar.
Yes. What?
Chicken Oscar. It's like veal Oscar. Only it's chicken. They're breaded already, you know. Little prosciutto ham in there, some fresh asparagus, and then a nice hollandaise type sauce to go over it. Usually it's béarnaise sauce. Oh no, he doesn't like seafood. You always got to finish it off with seafood, and we know he doesn't eat seafood. He ate a cheeseburger at a fucking seafood restaurant that backed up to the ocean. Yeah, we remember.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like, dude, you ordered a cheeseburger at a seafood restaurant and the ocean is literally 10 feet away.
Well, they had docks where the boats came up and like gave them the fresh fish.
Yeah.
So you don't get much
Yeah.
unless you're eating it like off a grill out there as you catch it, and it's still got the hook in its mouth. You don't get it fresher than that.
Yeah. But, I mean, what are you going to do?
I'm
He
gonna let
likes
you.
what he likes. He likes what he likes.
Yeah, yep, very true. Either way, work on it, man. Talk about a guy who wants to talk about them bikes. Jesus.
I, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There you go. All right, let's wrap it up, brother. You're gonna go to friendlies.
Yep.
All right, I'll talk to you soon. Everybody that's listening, thanks, man. And keep in mind the most dangerous part of your motorcycle is the nut that connects the seat to the fucking handlebars later.
Go fast, take chances.
There you go. Perfect.
What the